there was one utopia, everyone would be there. If there was one right way to do things, everyone would do that. And we are humans, we make mistakes. You don't have to carry this burden of being right all the time. You don't have to think about friendships as a burden that if once we had like everything amazing going on, it has to continue. You don't have to like perform in a friendship or in a relationship, and that is so exhausting. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Harshita and I'm currently a student at National Law University Delhi, and welcome to yet another episode of Coffee with Harsha. I am always so excited to make these videos, firstly because I love having like conversations, and this is what I want this channel to be like. It's not like a preachy, lectury, generic self-help channel. It's a channel where when you feel so. Today it was raining around Delhi and it was beautiful. I was just sitting in my balcony, and that is the vibe I want this channel to be of. It should be, comfy and cozy, and someone listening to you like an elder sister, like a friend, and this is what this channel is about. And today I have tried this new coffee, which is Vietnamese salt coffee. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's nice. I think it'll probably taste better with condensed milk and everything, but today I did not have any. But I'm so grateful that I got to try this as well. And yeah, it's a good 7.5, 8 on 10. But what will compensate for it is today's video, which I'm so excited for. This was a video that I saw a long time coming because I really wanted to share my views around this and have like a beautiful conversation. And I'm saying conversation because I want you guys to write down in comments what your views are, even if those are opposite to me, even if it's like completely different from what I am sharing in this video, because I think getting more perspectives and learning more things only make me realize how little I know, and I strive more for learning. So I'd love you guys to interact with me that way. And let's get started with today's episode, which is around how normal it is to outgrow people, how normal it is to outgrow friendships in your life, relationships, outgrow people in general. Even when you don't have like grudges against them, even when you don't hate them, but sometimes you genuinely naturally outgrow people. And that is what we are going to talk about. I don't have like a script for this video or anything. It's something that I have been experiencing, and therefore I wanted to have like a little video journal for me as well and share this with you guys too. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I'll start with talking about human connections in general. When I started my self-love journey and I started following creators around YouTube, I think a very big misconception that either I perceived or people in majority get from these videos is how we need to be hyper independent and how we don't need other people, and how you are. So it's one idea as to, yes, you are the only one who will be with yourself throughout your life, and you have to prioritize yourself. If you call yourself empathetic and you are just empathetic towards other people and not you, that's not empathy, that's genuinely people pleasing. These are different ideas. But then thinking that I am all I need and the other people are inferior to me, or I am that girl but the other people are just like, I don't know, not caring about them and stuff, is different. And this is where the problem comes. We live in a culture where we glorify this hustle culture, isolating yourself and just working on yourself, having like blinders and just working on what your goals are and not thinking about human connections, relationships, friendships. I think that's where we have to draw the line, because yes, it might work for some people, but it also might not for others. And who will talk about the ones who genuinely need people in their life? And all of us really do. We humans are social beings. Our survival instincts, our mind perceives it a danger if somebody leaves us, because we genuinely needed other humans for survival at one point. And today, to experience beautiful things in your life, there are so many things that you genuinely need people for. And you don't have to think about it in a way that, oh my god, I need people to do this. Rather, I'm experiencing this thing with my people. What a privilege it is. And human connections are beautiful. They are messy, they are complicated, but they are beautiful. And this is what it really is. This is what I want to talk about. So, essentially, yes, we do experience a lot of friendship breakups. I have experienced so many friendship breakups in my life. I'll tell you something. One of my friends, and we had like a very big argument, and we realized that even when we care about each other, we are genuinely not compatible, because it was going for like months and we had different needs and expectations from friendships. And one of my friends said to me that you are the problem, and that is why you have so many friendship breakups. And that really stuck with me for days, because yes, I've had a lot of friendship breakups in my life, and even telling this on YouTube right now is such a win for me, that I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable, because this was a thing that I told to very close friends of mine. And when my friend said that, it genuinely stuck with me, that am I the problem? And then I genuinely took my journal and pen and started thinking about it. And I'm not gonna lie, but my life always got 10 times better once I've ended a friendship, or once I've outgrown someone. And it's not even about the person that I've outgrown my life from, or that I have done this friendship breakup from is doing bad in their lives. Even they are doing well. So it does not necessarily always have to be a villain and someone who's had like a glow up in their friendship after this breakup. Sometimes you genuinely are better changing your paths, are better going and looking out for other people and not this person. You don't have to blame yourself or others all the time. I have learned this, I think, the easy way, because I genuinely am grateful for people in my life. I genuinely am grateful for how much loved and cared I am. Even when things go wrong. So, for example, this semester, some things, I've shared this already, how I was preparing for this mood and how my health wasn't the best this semester. But I had people checking up on me every single day. I had people sending me gifts. I had people caring about me. I had people, I had my friends staying on the campus and not going home for me, so that we can talk for a while. And what a beautiful privilege that is. And even when things change afterwards, even when things are not the same afterwards, I am just so grateful that I got to experience these things, because it is genuinely a privilege to be loved and cared for by people around you. And I'm so grateful for it. I am genuinely so grateful for it. And this is what I've learned in my life as well, that it's normal to outgrow people. It's normal if you suddenly start feeling drained around the people that you once absolutely loved spending your time with. And sometimes it's very true. For example, I've had friends wherein at one point I used to love spending time with them, and gradually we just became different versions of ourselves. We did not have common topics to talk about, because life takes you somewhere, and we just outgrew each other. It wasn't a friendship breakup, it wasn't any messy sort of an argument or misunderstanding or anything. We just outgrew each other, and they got amazing friends, I got amazing friends. And this is how life is how boring it would be if you had like two friends from your birth till the end and you don't go out and explore other connections, or you don't go out and talk to other people. And you know, you are going to experience more friendship breakups and more if you're in a relationship. I genuinely wish that it stays with you, but even if it doesn't, it genuinely always gets better. This also links me to another idea that I have recently started studying about. So essentially, one more thing that I used to think after watching these videos, and this is what I want through my channel, right? If you find these videos valuable and everything, and it helped me a lot, so I am always going to be an advocate for these videos, at least as of now. I don't know what will happen like a year or 2 years down the line. But another thing that I started thinking was that I have to be perfectly healed first and then think about my human connections, my friendships, and everything around it. But that is not how it works, because your healing, your work, your healing goes hand in hand with these things. A lot of my parts I came to know after I was in these friendships, after I started talking to more people, after I realized what my needs and what my wants from friendships is. And it is not irrational in the sense that if somebody else makes you feel that what you want from friendship is wrong and what they want from friendship is right. For example,
if and I am telling you guys my stories because that is how I can resonate with it, and I hope that you can also. So for example, if you are a person who is social and who want to talk to like 10-15 people, and if somebody else does not want to do the same, wants to have like two friends, both of them are valid needs, and you
don't have to shrink yourself in order to fit a box that makes other people comfortable. Because if you are authentic, if you are real, you will attract people who like the real you. As simple as that. I think one of the biggest gifts of authenticity is you genuinely repel people who are not meant for the real you, and you genuinely attract people who are meant for the real you. And human connections are not supposed to feel like mind games. I hate, absolutely hate when people say, oh no, but I cannot text right now. What will he think of me? Am I desperate? Oh no, I cannot do this right now. Oh no, I'll come out as too desperate, or I'll come out as too this. What is the point of it if you are not going by your will? What is the point if when you're talking to someone you feel like 1,000 times that the person is manipulating you, gaslighting you? Instead, just communicate with that person. You don't have to like perform in a friendship or in a relationship, and that is so exhausting. Imagine you have your human connections here, you have people around you here, so that you can walk a path together, you can feel lighter, you can experience these beautiful, to even experience loving people and being loved and cared is such a beautiful thing. If that feels performative and if that feels like a work, I am sorry, but that is not a real connection. That is not how it is supposed to be. It is supposed to feel amazing, it is supposed to feel peaceful. And that does not mean that you'll not have misunderstandings or everything is just sunshine and rainbows. There will be points where you'll have to mend the conflicts. There will be points where you'll have to sit together with hard feelings and communicate. But you decide for yourself who is worth that. Respect, love, and care, all of these are bare minimums in a friendship or in a relationship. And I genuinely believe when you communicate truly, and if a person respects you, if a person loves you, they will listen to it and they will do the same. Because at the end of the day, all of us want all these things, right? All of us want good relationship, all of us want good friendships in our life, all of us want people around us who care for us. So everyone wants it. So what if we start giving it to each other, and we start being true to ourselves, and we start being true to those around us? And yes, in the process, if you lose a friend, or if you feel like it's not working out anymore, and if you feel drained, it's okay. You will find people ahead in your life like you've always done. And you don't have to think about friendships as a burden that if once we had like everything amazing going on, it has to continue forever. I love this. There is this Japanese quote which essentially means that life life journey is like a train journey, and some people come with you in the start and they leave the train in the middle. Some people stay with you till the end. Some people join you in the middle and maybe leave you in the middle, or are there with you till the end. And this is what life really is. And when a friendship ends, when anything for that matter, it teaches you so much about yourself, and it is not bad or wrong to accept that you were wrong. Yes, there were some things that you've done wrong, and that is exactly what you'd not do ahead. That is exactly, see, it's always better to accept within yourself that yes, there were some things which I should not have done, instead of living in this ego that no, I was right, I am always right, and this is what is going to continue. Because that is another form of suffering. You are, and we are humans, we make mistakes. You don't have to carry this burden of being right all the time. We genuinely are humans, and we have made like 1,000 mistakes, and we'll make 1,000 more. And it is okay to make mistakes. What is not okay to be egoistic of whatever wrong behavior you've done. And whenever something ends, it's a new start for something else. And this is like your reminder that you don't have to push yourself all the time, blame yourself all the time, or blame other people all the time. Sometimes, and most of the times, I personally feel it is genuinely that people have different needs, people outgrow each other, and you don't even have to wish bad upon someone else. If somebody was a friend to you for even, let's say, like months or weeks, it's okay. Like, if things are not working out, just decide to take different paths for each other, and let them do good in their life, let you do good in your life. We have one life on this planet. Would you rather have fun and think good and have like a beautiful lens to look this life from, or have like a miserable life by thinking how everyone is bad and how everything is bad to you and how life is unfair to you? It's not. When you start thinking about how things are working out in your favor, you would be shocked at how privileged and lucky you are. You are watching this on a phone or computer or laptop. That in itself is such a privilege. There are so many people who wake up every single day and lose somebody close to them every single day. Like, there are so many people who say bye to this planet and to life when they don't want to. There are so many people who want to walk who cannot. There are so many people who want to see colors but they cannot. And all of this is not to say that you are living a beautiful life without any suffering. Yes, you have your fair share of bad things happening to you, but you really also are privileged. And losing friends and human connections in general, I think, rather than thinking about it in a bad way, wherein even when I come across these reels wherein we are so quick to blame other people and we talk about our needs as an entitlement, that this is the right way of friendship or this is the right way to be with someone, and we completely disregard someone else, is not the right way. If there was one utopia, everyone would be there. If there was one right way to do things, everyone would do that. Everyone is different, and it's okay to accept that yes, we are different people, we have different needs, and it's okay. We have had amazing time together till here, but probably not ahead. I want different things to become a better version of myself. And thank you so much for being my friend till here. I hope you do amazing in your life ahead. And this is basically it. I genuinely wanted to talk about it because I think sometimes we do take the ideas wrong, and especially in this world of internet and social media where we are bumped with the ideas every single second, and especially the ideas that validate our own behavior, we forget to think about the larger picture. And it is okay to outgrow people, it is okay to lose friends, it is okay to feel like, it is also okay to feel lonely, by the way. It is very human to feel that. And these are the things wherein, these are the places wherein you learn more about yourself, wherein you learn to enjoy your company and the company with others, wherein you learn to, you know, look at all these things with a bigger picture, with like a neutral mindset that yes, it's okay, I have learned so much from it. And I made a short also, a YouTube short also about this, that I was thinking my semester 4 was horrible, but when I sat and like reflected on it, I cannot be grateful enough. I had beautiful experiences this semester, things that were once my dream, things that I wanted to do, and I ended up doing this semester. And I just feel so privileged and grateful for all of it. And lastly, again, human connections are not supposed to feel like my dreams. I hope you liked this video. I had a beautiful time talking about these things. And yes, let me know in the comments what kind of video you want next. And I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Take care.